It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good evening. Welcome to the Falcons Nest as we get you ready for high school basketball tonight on the WBCB Sports Network. The Pennsbury Falcons hosting the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. And this is awesome, feeling the atmosphere, the energy, and getting you set for a late season clash between these two Suburban 1 League foes. It's brought to you by McCaffrey's Supermarket. This is the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. Thanks also to Jefferson Health, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, St. Mary Medical Center, Rob's Automotive and Collision, BCWSA, Penn Community Bank, the Peruzzi Auto Group, the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League. Thanks to Jammer Doors, the Trentonian. This is the Trentonian pregame show getting you set for the action tonight. The Falcons hosting the Golden Hawks thanks to DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road. And it is a big game. Council Rock South coming in with a 13-6 overall record. Pennsbury sitting at 16-4. And the Falcons tonight with a chance to lock up a part of a league title. And that would be 4 straight league championships for the Falcons if they can get past Council Rock South, but that's going to be easier said than done as we welcome in Gus Barber and Mackay Gundy to our pregame activities. And 44-41, the final score back on December 20th. A great game between these two teams, and Pennsbury, they've been in a lot of close games, so they're not intimidated by that big game atmosphere or the potential for having this one come right down to the wire.
Yeah, it should be a fun one tonight. Can we talk about dynasties in high school, Chris? Because 4 in a row, that's just dominance. It's right there in its pure form, if you can say so itself. Should be a fun one tonight. Obviously, they clashed earlier in the season, like you said, and it came down to the wire. So tonight should be a real fun one.
And let's talk a little bit about coaching milestones too, Mackay. It seems like only yesterday, so to speak, as the cliche goes, that we were here celebrating Coach Ciola's 300th win. His daughter, Ava Ciola, a standout guard for that team, I think presented him with a ceremonial ball, and now he has surpassed the 400 win mark as a coach for Pennsbury. And you look at his total high school coaching career, he's getting close to the 500 win threshold, which is pretty awesome. Speaks to his career and his basketball IQ. No wonder the Pennsbury Falcons are again so close to locking up a league championship.
Yeah, no wonder. They're doing a great job under him. Like you said, he's come in and just changed the school for the better. Four straight is what they're looking for the state title. He's just doing a tremendous job. Can't compliment him enough. And I was here for that game. I was here for that 300 win, and it was a spectacular moment for him. Unfortunately, I didn't see the 400, but luckily we're going to continue to see his success growing, and hopefully I'll be here for his 500th win.
Got a great game for you tonight. Pennsbury hosting Council Rock South, and it's also senior night, as Pennsbury will recognize the senior members of their girls basketball team and also bring out the senior members of the Council Rock South Golden Hawks before we get tonight's game started. For Pennsbury, Izzy Ruda, Nev Davis, and Nevaeh Dash, the 3 seniors on this Pennsbury Falcons team. And Gus, they've experienced a lot of winning, and they hope to keep that going tonight. But just a legacy of success that they have built with this program over the past number of years, and these Pennsbury seniors have been a big part of that success.
Yeah, they've been some of the biggest parts, obviously. Last 4 years, they've come out with titles, and they've been a part of at least 3 of them. So looking to get their 4th here, getting a clean sweep. So it's good to go out on top, and they've seen a lot of winning, and they just want to, continue that winning with their final games here.
All right, I believe we're going to get the senior recognition ceremonies underway in just a little bit. Looking at the Council Rock South Golden Hawks, it's been a turnaround for that program under head coach Blair Klump in his 5th season. He's got a 60-64 overall record as the head coach of Council Rock South. But last year, they made it into the playoffs, and this season, 13-6, a successful year, and right now they're sitting at the 16, right around the 16 seed when you look at the district seedings and playoff positioning, Mackay. And if they can get a win tonight, they know that they're going to improve that. They'll pick up some big power points, and likely they'll be able to enjoy a home playoff game at Council Rock South. That's a big incentive to try to get the W tonight.
Yeah, a big incentive indeed. You know, home court advantage really matters in these type of environments in any sport, really, because home advantage means you get to have your home crowd behind you. You get that willpower, that strength from your home team, and it's almost comes like a 6th player out there for you, really, because you can dismantle the away team that's coming into your building.
Well, we're expecting an electric atmosphere inside the Falcons' nest tonight as the Falcons host the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. And for Pennsbury, they're sitting right around the 11 seed, talking about that playoff positioning. And a win here would help them and also lock up their 4th straight SOL Patriot Division league title. In just a moment, we'll turn things over to PA man Brian Rittler as he takes a sip of water and gets ready to recognize the seniors. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pennsbury High School for tonight's Suburban 1 League matchup featuring the visiting Golden Hawks of Council Rock South and our Pennsbury Falcons. Tonight is senior recognition night, and we will recognize our senior managers and players that have proudly worn the orange and black for the last 4 years. First, we would like to acknowledge the seniors from CR South. Manager Reagan Muty. Darcy Light. Jess Mangoni. And Carissa Smedley. Now we would like to acknowledge the senior members of our Pennsbury basketball program. These seniors have helped usher in a golden era of Pennsbury basketball. So far in their careers, 2 of which were sadly shortened by COVID, they have amassed 83 wins, 3 straight Suburban 1 titles, 3 state playoffs, 16 elementary school assemblies, countless clinics, and ultimately an incredible connection with our community. First up, manager Kiana Armstrong. She's being escorted by Coach Lou Pompili and her best friend Hannah Hermanovich. Future plans include becoming a fashion designer with her own clothing line. Her favorite memory, finding a team that builds, laughs, and wins together. Kiana Armstrong. Nevaeh Dash. Nevaeh has left her mark at Pennsbury with a propensity to knock down enormous shots from both the foul line and the field. The bigger the moment, the more she is shined. She's being escorted by her mom, Jenna Dash, and mom, Gail Dash. Future plans, she's undecided on which college she's attending at this time, but she would like to major in biochem with pre-pharmacy focus. Favorite memory as a PHS basketball player, all of her clutch game shots. Nev Davis. A 2022 National AP Scholar, Big Red has taken 8 AP courses at Pennsbury and takes the exams so seriously that she no longer shops at 5 and below because she simply doesn't accept below a 5 on the exams. Escorted by her mom Tiffany and dad Mike and sister Marley. Future plans, still waiting on college decisions, but plans on majoring in math. Favorite memory, cutting down the net with the team the past 3 years. Nev Davis. Izzy Ruda. As comfortable on the dance floor as she is on the basketball floor, this singing, dancing, always smiling senior leader is a true example of a modern-day Renaissance woman, escorted by her mom, Amy Ruda. Future plans include attending college down south and studying biomedical sciences. She hopes to attend med school after college. Favorite memory, hanging out with the girls in the team room and singing on a bus after a win. Izzy Ruda. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Pennsbury basketball senior class.
And now those seniors have to turn from those accolades to the court and take on a tough opponent in Council Rock South High School Hoops, the McCaffrey's game of the night on the WBCB Sports Network. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. Always, I think, a sign of sportsmanship when you see the opposing team's seniors also get recognized on Senior Recognition Night. And for Council Rock South, Jess Mangoni, one of their seniors who we expect to see coming off the bench, she went off on Pennsbury back in December, scoring her season high 17. But Council Rock South, just a lot of different players can get into double figures and find their scoring touch on any given night. Coach Ciola telling us, Makai, before the game that he's not 100% sure if they're the best overall team in the area, but he seemed pretty sure that they're the best offensive team that Pennsbury is going up against. Yeah, they can sort of back it up with this proof and to put it right here and stample it here today with their offense. You know, on senior night, you could typically emotional night, you might see a bit of a slow start, but with this, high-powered offense, that might not be the case here today, and they can continue that stride here today just by stamping it here today. For Council Rock South, not only senior Jess Mangoni recognized, but Carissa Smedley, she's a captain and in the starting lineup, and senior Darcy Light out on the floor getting some flowers before the game. For Pennsbury, let's talk a little bit more about their three seniors. Izzy Ruda, a 5'11 senior center, and Gus, she provides the Falcons with size and interior presence, but really one of the things that Coach Ciola was singing her praises about is her leadership ability and her ability to include everybody as part of the party, part of the fun, and get everybody on the same page.
Yeah, and you can have all the talent in the world, but it's not going to come to do anything if you don't have the chemistry, and that comes from your leaders. Your leaders lead the way. They show the younger people the younger girls how it's done. You bring them together, and if you get everybody involved, it feels like an actual team and a real good culture. And you've seen the past couple of years how well that's been. They've won multiple District 1 championships. They have multiple success from different girls, and just year in and year out, they have great success.
Yeah, and part of the gel has been Izzy Ruda, some leadership, and also will step outside. Sometimes we'll shoot from outside, and they may be looking at her as a third option tonight. Talking with Coach Ciola, he said, the defense that they see, they really key on Vitucci and on Nevaeh Dash, and so they're going to look for a third option. Maybe tonight that'll be senior Izzy Ruda. Out there to get the start tonight will also be 5'2" senior guard Nev Davis, a smart player. As you heard her introduced, she's taken 8 AP courses, but tonight she's focused on Council Rock South, and Coach Ciola said they're probably going to challenge her early in this game to try to speed her up a little bit, so she's got to remain poised, and he would love to see her get an early shot off, maybe get some early confidence going in this one for senior Nev Davis.
Yeah, and that's something I do expect. Like you said, she takes 8 AP classes, so she got the high IQ, so she's going to keep her poise. She's going to have that highly maintained, as I suspect here today. And, there's no need for her to rush a shot, but if she can get the first point today, that'll just be, like a cherry on top for her.
And 5'5" senior Nevaeh Dash, she really is one of the engines that makes this Pennsbury Falcon team go. She's an outstanding rebounder, scorer, and does a good job in finding her teammates as well, and usually will have a couple assists per game, but she can do a lot of different things. Coach Ciola telling me that she's kind of the X factor in this game. When these two teams met back in December, Dash had missed some time before that Golden Hawks game, and there was even some discussion as to whether or not they were going to play because Falcons were having trouble getting everybody healthy, and Dash said, no, I want to go, let's play, let's compete, let's do this. And maybe she didn't have her best outing because didn't have her full complement of energy, and her health was a little bit compromised in that game. So, she's been an X factor for them all season, takes good shots, and comes up clutch when they really need it.
Yeah, she may not have been 100% that night and juiced up, but tonight she will be juiced up. The crowd is rolling in today. Packed house tonight. Everybody's feeling it tonight, so should be a good one. She should feel a little less pressure, but feel the energy in the crowd, and that should give her a boost.
Again, Pennsbury coming into tonight, sitting around the 11 seed when it comes to district seeding and playoff positioning. Council Rock South, the 16 seed right now. So a couple of teams that are looking to position themselves when it comes to the postseason. A win here can give the Pennsbury Falcons their 4th straight SOL Patriot Division title. And now we've got the starting lineups. Again, we'll turn things over to PA man Brian Rittler. The national anthem tonight going to be performed by Ashton Elementary. And I think they're going to be facing away from us, but nope. I think they're going to be facing our way. This will be awesome.
A whole elementary?
Yeah, we'll get these guys.
Oh, this is awesome. This is great.
Oh, that's Ben Goldstein's elementary school out there.
Alma mater right there.
That's often. So Ashton Elementary will perform the national anthem, and we'll get you closer to the start of tonight's game. Pennsbury hosting Council Rock South. Girls basketball on the WBCB Sports Network. Chris Ermer with Gus Barber, Makai Gundy, Ben Goldstein with our stats, and Jordan Hirsch with a write-up of tonight's game. Also available at WBCBsports.com.
Yesterday, the team visited Afton Elementary School and held a pep rally for the entire school. The girls talked about their favorite books and memories of their favorite teachers. Tonight, we have singers from Afton under the direction of Miss Laurie Gower. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove all hats for our national anthem.
Nice job, Afton Elementary, with the national anthem.
You ever play Candyland, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Love that game.
yeah.
I love the Candyland theme.
Second only to Chutes and Ladders.
Chutes and Ladders.
Now the starting lineup for the visiting Council Rock South Golden Hawks. Sophomore, number 0, Catherine O'Kane. Sophomore, number 2, Liliana Metrick. Junior, number 13, Katie Patora. Sophomore, number 22, Fiona Reckner. And senior, number 30, Carissa Smedley. Council Rock South is coached by Blair Klump. He's assisted by Nina Doherty, Alexa Hofstadter, and Ray Horn. And now the starting lineup for your Pennsbury Falcons. Out of Armstrong Middle School, junior, number 5, Layla Matthias. Out of William Penn Middle School, junior, number 21, Sophia Batucci. Out of Charles Bay Middle School, senior, number 42, Nev Davis. Out of William Penn Middle School, senior, number 55, Izzy Rudo. Out of William Penn Middle School, senior, number 24, Nevaeh Dash. Falcons are coached by Frank Sciola. He's assisted by Sean Ryan, Logan Clark, Caitlin Kelly, and Lou Pompilli.
All right, let's have some fun. High school basketball on WBCB. Not sure if you overheard Brian Rittler mention that the officials are Maureen O'Tormey, John Gatta, and Colleen Dorish. We just heard our starters. We mentioned the 3 seniors for the Pennsbury Falcons. Also out there for them, their leading scorer, Sophia Vitucci, and leading rebounder, junior Layla Matthias. Matthias also has had really great court vision, leads the Falcons in assists as well as in rebounding. As we are set to go for the Falcons, Matthias, Vitucci, Dash, Davis, and Ruda. For Council Rock South, O'Kane, Metrick, Purpura, Smedley, and Reckner. We're underway tonight. McCaffrey's Game of the Night on WBCB. Again, 2 of the top teams in the area met back on December 20th, a 44-41 win for the Golden Hawks. They launched the first 3 of the night. Goes in and out for O'Kane. Back the other way, Dash will launch from 3, not that time. The teams exchange missed 3s to get tonight's game underway. Purpura sends it inside, nearly shaken loose by Pennsbury. They're in this tough zone defense. Another 3, O'Kane again. Nope, but Purpura's got the offensive rebound. She launches a shot, and they get a whistle, a foul under the bucket.
Yeah, you see a lot of times some of these schools, they run this zone defense that really gets tricky on some offenses, and you see Pennsbury here running that zone defense and getting real success.
Coach Klump said he's ready for zone, man. He knows the Falcons will switch it up sometimes, and that Coach Sciola certainly scouts his opponents very well.
Oh yeah, I see him at a bunch of different games.
Dash tries to bounce to Ruda. It's picked off. And Smedley, with the easy layup, first bucket of the night, goes to the Golden Hawks. Vitucci triple teamed. Up the floor to Dash. Matthias trying to find Ruda, goes off the rim. Contact, no whistle. Golden Hawks pick it up. And they finally control, slow it down a little bit. Up top, O'Kane. Over to Smedley. And she's got 3 more. She's got all 5 of Council Rock South's points. Falcons need to find a response here as Dash dribbles. Vitucci getting face guarded by Metric. Dash to Ruda. Her 3 too strong. Purpura quickly up the floor. Baseline jumper. Metric can't hit it, but the long rebound is gathered up by O'Kane, who goes tumbling to the floor and gets the whistle for the contact.
Council South putting a lot of effort out here early today, diving on the floor for loose balls.
Catherine O'Kane, strong point guard play this season. A good assist to turnover ratio. She tries to go around Matthias, whistle a foul on Layla. Yeah, right there you see O'Kane's ability to get downhill and score. This time gets downhill and works herself to the line.
Yeah.
Well, see, I thought she was
going to the line too, Chris.
Foul on the floor though. O'Kane kicks out to the wing. Smedley.
Looks like Pennsbury going to a little man defense here.
Smedley around Sherman, but she couldn't finish. And the score remains 5-0 Golden Hawks. Vitucci over to Gilchrist. Gilchrist out to Dash, now up top, Matthias. Goes right, Dash is open for 3. Dash makes it 5-3. And a quick timeout called by the Pennsbury Falcons. A 30-second timeout. You're listening to the McCaffrey's Game of the Night. McCaffrey's exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. For complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group. For value and service on all makes and models, free multi-point inspection on your car. With any paid service, 10% military and law enforcement discount on any service performed. Buy 3 tires, get the 4th free. All service performed by certified technicians. Peruzzi, big comfy waiting rooms, free Wi-Fi, early drop-off. Peruzzi service open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays open 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 in the afternoon. Peruzzi service. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where their business is you. 5-3 Golden Hawks. Pennsbury talking it over after Dash's 3-pointer. And from the wing, Purpura launches. Falcons track it down, and Dash gets the offense started. A change of direction, and then lost the basketball in the paint.
Yeah,
Will Metric for
Pennsbury
3.
just losing a guy there, and just wide open shooter in the corner for South.
Lil Metric this season set a team record, a school record, with 7 3-pointers in a game. So she's not somebody who you can leave alone.
Yeah.
And you certainly don't want to let her get hot. Vitucci driving, nearly had it poked away. Again, almost loses it, holds on to it. Gilchrist jumper. Liv Gilchrist. Now makes it 8-5. And then underneath, some good ball movement, gets it to Smedley. Smedley has 7 of their 10. And whistle, a foul for some contact. as Falcons try to inbound.
Her first, team second.
Yeah, they gave that bucket on the PA to Ava Jordan, but I think number 22 is Liv Gilchrist. I gotta straighten that out. That time Dash unable to hold the pivot foot walks.
Yeah, couldn't keep that foot still. Was dragging the foot right there, called it travel.
Down to 3 minutes remaining, first quarter action. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. Cross-court pass. Metric gets it back. And then Smedley, looks like they're trying to get it inside to Reckner. Falcons tough in this zone defense. Around to Metric. Back to Purpura, looks down low, gets it to her teammate, double teamed, but Smedley scores the basketball anyway.
That was a great pass to get it down in the post right there to be able to get the bucket.
Gives her 9 points as Vitucci races it up the floor. Hesitation dribble in the paint, kick out. And there is Ava Jordan. Goes left. Loses her footing, gets it to Vitucci. She's double teamed along the baseline. Nice little spin move, gets the shot off, doesn't hit it, and then a whistle, a foul. That's going to be on Jordan over the back of Reckner.
It's time now for the best high school sports action.
And the Golden Hawks take over, 1:58 to go first quarter. Falcons trailing 12-5. Across to O'Kane. And now Smedley holds. Drives, kicks out, into the corner. 3 on the way from Metric. A little short, Vitucci with the rebound. Vitucci has been clutch, but there's another turnover by the Pennsbury Falcons.
Yeah, just self-inflicting wounds here. Just not helping themselves out. The offense can't get in a groove if you keep turning the ball over.
Second time they're called for the travel from the paint. Reckner gets her first bucket. The sophomore makes it 14-5.
Yeah, hot start. This is exactly what you want if you're South.
Yeah, Council Rock South is just really clicking on all cylinders.
Dash goes left, hands it off to Vitucci. She's up top. Kick out to Dash. Cross court. 3 on the way. Sherman couldn't hit it. And the Golden Hawks up the floor across the timeline. O'Kane behind the back and flips it over to Smedley. Smedley slowing things down. Looks like they want to try to take the last shot of the quarter. Falcons come out of the zone a little bit to make them move the basketball. Driving, kick out, O'Kane for 3. No, Vitucci gathers up the miss. Races it up before Dash, wide open for 3. A little bit short, but she gets her own miss. Gets a shot off as she was falling to the floor. That's no good. O'Kane in transition. Offensive foul. Danielle Sherman, the 5'8 junior, got down the floor, put herself into position. Takes the contact and gets the ball back for her Pennsbury Falcons.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you got to do right now to try to get something started possibly. Get something to spark going.
Just 2 seconds left. She loses her footing, and the ball bounces out of bounds at the buzzer. We reach the end of the first quarter. Council Rock South 14, Pennsbury 5. McCaffrey's game of the night on the WBCB Sports Network. Thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group. Also to the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League, the PRBL. All right, while we're at the break, let's get the PHS dance team on our WBCB video stream. All right, the Pennsbury dance team between quarters 1 and 2. Tonight's Pennsbury basketball game brought to you in part by ShopRite of Yardley and Yang Orthodontics in Langhorne and Newtown. Visit ShopRite of Yardley on Big Oak Road for all your holiday needs and get your genuine smile design at Yang Orthodontics. Call for an appointment at 215-757-0864. And again, thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group, the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League, all on hand, making tonight's game possible on WBCB. Carissa Smedley with a great first quarter, first team All-League player last year, a captain of this Golden Hawks team, their leading rebounder and a leader in charges taken, but now the Falcons trying to build after they get an offensive foul and start the second quarter with the basketball. Dash, driving, can't quite finish with the left. Golden Hawks quickly up the floor out to Metric. Now Smedley with the delivery to senior Darcy late, but late not able to connect, and the score remains 14-5.
Yeah, Pennsbury's offense just not able to get in a groove, but their defense is holding them solid right now. The one thing that's keeping them in this game.
It's one thing that Coach Ciola was worried about. He knew his team was going to have to match the scoring prowess of this Golden Hawks team and had trouble with that in the first quarter. Now we have a whistle away from the ball. Daniela McDonald got knocked to the floor, and the Golden Hawks pick up the foul there. Called on Purpura. Her first of the game, fourth team foul on Council Rock South. Vitucci looking to clear out that area. Takes Metric and scores on her. Vitucci with a big bucket to start the second quarter. Golden Hawks up top to Smedley. Nothing but net.
This Hawks team is not afraid to shoot it.
And Smedley on fire tonight. She's got 12 points, leads all scorers.
Yeah, right now it seems like every time Pennsbury scores, South has a chance to answer and get a bucket themselves.
Yeah, Falcons need some stops at that end. Down at this end, it's another turnover. They were looking for McDonald, but the pass out of her reach.
22, Olivia Gilchrist back in for the Falcons.
Ben Goldstein letting me know that's 5 turnovers now tonight on the Pennsbury Falcons. 6:33 to go, second quarter. Sophomore point guard Catherine O'Kane walking it up the floor for the Golden Hawks. 3 on the way. Not that time for Cam Gregory. 10th three-pointer attempted by Council Rock South. Here's one for Pennsbury. McDonald.
Daniela McDonald for 3.
The junior makes it 18-10. .550 and counting in the first half. Looking to pass it into Smedley, and Sherman tips that one out of bounds. And I'm sorry, make that correction. It's 17-10.
Yeah, they had a little billboard malfunction, or I don't know what was going on.
Well, sometimes they'd be giving the points to the wrong team.
Yeah.
Now up top, Smedley working against Sherman. Kick out 3, too strong from Bross. Vitucci ends up getting called for the carry. She kind of held that ball against her thigh.
Yeah. Thought she was going to get away with one. They called it, and she knew it.
Carrying violation.
Right now, you're just kind of digging yourself a hole right now if you're Pennsbury. Cut down on these turnovers.
Presley Foot on the floor for Pennsbury. Coach Klump telling me before the game that his Golden Hawks team, they really will go deep in the bench, sometimes playing 11 players. That time, a baseline attempt, no good from O'Kane. Ball loose on the floor, finally picked up by McDonald.
Yeah, Pennsbury's starting to claw their way back in this thing, starting to figure out some things offensively and still getting the stops defensively.
Gilchrist out to Dash. Dash working against O'Kane. Sends it out to Sherman. Gets it back from her. Drives, attacks the bucket, and gets the whistle. Nevaeh Dash to the line. Metric picks up her second.
Nevaeh Dash to the line, shooting 2.
That was a good job right there, seeking out the body to be able to get that foul call.
First free throws of the night go to the Pennsbury Falcons.
Number 35, Jess Mangoni, in for the Golden Hawks.
Dash will get another one. As Mangoni off the bench, and the senior getting her first minutes tonight. Dash, 1 of 2 at the line.
Sophia Bertucci back in for the Falcons.
17-11 Golden Hawks in the McCaffrey's game of the night. Chris Irmer with Gus Barber, Makai Gundy. Ben Goldstein helping us with stats tonight. Jordan Hirsch with a write-up of the game. Later on the WBCB Sports Network, O'Kane nearly gets it stolen. It's loose on the floor. They're going to call a held ball, and it's the Golden Hawks with the arrow.
Coach Ciola feeling the tide to turning a little bit, so starting to go that full court pressure, really putting South on its heels offensively.
Golden Hawks get it in to Cam Gregory. Now back to O'Kane. O'Kane working against Foot. Gregory across the floor. Lily Bross. Bross gets it back. Bertucci was giving her all she could handle last time. Here's Cam Gregory, tries the scoop shot, no good as she knocks Sherman down.
Yeah, great defense there. Center foot goes up, doesn't jump, just plants her body.
Cross court pass to McDonald to Sherman, works along the baseline, Euro step. Couldn't quite hit the bank shot. Good opportunity there for Pennsbury. Here come the Golden Hawks. Mangoni for 3. Jess Mangoni makes it a 20-11 score and a timeout taken.
Council Rock South.
Council Rock South calling the timeout. Mangoni getting some college looks.
And gentlemen, boys and girls, will be having a halftime.
She did not start in their win against Neshaminy. Hasn't been getting as many minutes as she did in the first matchup of these two teams, but hits a big three-pointer there. And we'll remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows, a fourth-generation family-owned and operated business since 1920. Showrooms in Lawrenceville and Yardley. Jammer provides sales, service, installation of garage doors and openers, featuring Raynor garage doors, both steel and aluminum. Raynor garage doors, crafted for durability. Jammer also has their entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. They do their own work and installation using no subcontractors. Visit their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and their Yardley showroom is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows, 101 years of quality and commitment, and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Back to action. Gilchrist thinks about the mid-range jumper, tries to get it back to Matthias, and it's taken away by O'Kane. Up top, 3 on the way. Yes. Reckner. It's 23-11.
Early and often is this South offense with these threes.
We talk about their potency in our Trentonian pregame show, and they have lived up to the hype. Bertucci around some defenders, and then a whistle, a foul, a reach-in called on Lily Bross.
Foul's on number 4, Lily Bross, her first.
That's team foul 6 on Council Rock South, so the next one will put the Falcons in the bonus. But for now, they inbound. 3:04 to go second quarter. Into Matthias. Matthias or dash now to Panero. Emily Pinero, 5'10", freshman forward, gets it to Dash, who drives, tries with the left, can't finish, the ball is loose. Mangoni and Matthias fighting for it. Matthias wins that fight. Gilchrist to Dash. Dash puts on the brakes. Out to Pinero, and now the Falcons will slow things down a little bit.
What a crazy sequence that was there for Pennsbury to retain the ball.
Wild pace, Vitucci with the jump shot. Yes. Gets to her spot. Makes them pay. It's a 10-point game.
Yeah, got to her spot indeed. Shot over what it looked like multiple defenders to be able to knock down that shot.
Yeah, the defense was there, but Vitucci too good that time. Now Metric dropping it off. Trying to bounce it through the paint that time was Reckner. But ends up getting called for an offensive foul.
Reckner, her first, team 7.
Back on the floor for Pennsbury is Daniela McDonald.
Back in her CR7.
McDonald out there with Vitucci, Dash, Matthias, and Pinero. As we get down to under 2 minutes left in the first half. Falcons could really use a strong finish. Vitucci, triple team, bounces to Pinero, around to Dash, 3. Not that time, off the rim and to O'Kane. O'Kane, hesitation dribble, tries to pass it across the paint, loose on the floor. This time the jump ball goes to Pennsbury.
Goes to the Falcons.
So the Falcons now with 1:36 to go take over.
I always love when the gym gets real quiet and you hear Coach Sciola just running out, yelling out his plays and stuff.
Shouting instructions for his team as they walk it up the floor with about 90 seconds to go.
I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of high school coaches. He's one of the most animated ones, and I love it.
We should have the Sciola cam. Just dedicated camera to Coach Sciola.
You probably catch some funny things on there.
Our viewership might go up. He stays busy, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Vitucci dribbling, goes around 2 defenders, into the paint, splits defenders, picks up the loose ball, goes up with the shot, and gets the whistle. Contact, and Vitucci steps to the line with 1:02 to go in the first half. Gilchrist and Foote set to check in at the scorer's table.
Her first, team 8. Sophia Vitucci, the line, shooting 2.
Jim goes quiet for Sophia Vitucci and doesn't quite get the bounce. Foote and Gilchrist off the bench, and they're back to action, and so will be Nev Davis. Davis replaces Pinero.
I'm still amazed. She has 8 AP classes. Oh my God.
Pretty impressive.
That's very impressive right there. Got to do all that and then come on, ball out.
Vitucci gets 1 of 2, makes it a 9-point game. We're under a minute remaining. First half action. Walked there by Mangoni. They don't pick up. Smedley gets the pass, drives and scoops it home.
Marissa Smedley.
Smedley with a huge first half. She's got 14. And then a whistle, a foul by Purpura.
Fouls on number 13, Katie Purpura. Her second, team's 9. Sophia Vitucci to the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Smedley's 14 matching the Falcons' total right now. Vitucci looking to change that. She hits the front end of the 1 and 1. 25-15 our score. McCaffrey's game of the night.
Just got to get this deficit down to single digits. You go into halftime, and then you can feel a little better about coming back in the second half.
Yep, we got to finish strong. Finish strong for the rest of these 40 seconds.
They do get it down to a 9-point differential. 1 of 2 at the line for Vitucci. Driving O'Kane. Can't hit the runner. It's loose, and a whistle. Foul called on Reckner.
Number 22, Fiona Reckner.
That's number 10, so double bonus for Pennsbury. 2 shots going to senior Nev Davis on senior recognition night.
2 with the double bonus.
Nev getting the start tonight and now finding herself at the line in a big moment towards the end of the first half. Nice job swishing home her first of 2. Makes 1 of 2, an 8-point game. Out to Smedley, goes through the paint, drops off to Mangoni. Mangoni from the baseline, no, but Dash got her on the arm as she let that shot go.
Number 24, Nevaeh Dash, her first, team's 4th.
So to the line goes Jess Mangoni.
Jess Mangoni to the line, shooting 2.
South being very productive here in this first half, having the lead, still having the lead going to half. But 10 fouls committed in the first half is just not going to be acceptable in the second half if you want to continue this lead and beat this Pennsbury team.
Mangoni now at the line for the Golden Hawks. Yeah, not the half they were hoping for.
Liking the scoreboard right now, but not the foul sheet.
Mangoni, one of the team captains, knocks down 2 free throws. Mangoni with a good perimeter shot. That usually means a pretty good free throw shooter. And she stretches the lead back out to 10 points. Vitucci across to Presley Foot. Foot with 5 seconds to go. Pitches to Dash. Matthias for 3. Goes off the top of the backboard. And we reach the end of the first half. The Golden Hawks 27. And the Falcons 17, a battle of the birds here at the Falcons Nest. We'll return with halftime scoring and get you ready for second half action on the WBCB Sports Network.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 19...
I think maybe now the dance team's going to perform facing the other way. Meanwhile, we'll look at first half stats, get you updated when we return in just a moment on the WBCB Sports Network.
Once again, ladies and
customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
Jefferson Health has been serving Northeast Philadelphia and Bucks County for more than a century. Their Frankfort, Torresdale, and Bucks Hospital locations are there for you with primary and specialty care, emergency care, and of course, inpatient care. Wherever you live, work, or play, Jefferson Health is there with exceptional care. Jefferson is where you are. Call 1-800-JEFF now to schedule an appointment or visit jeffersonhealth.org.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Whether you're just getting started, already well on your way, planning for your future, drafting your vision, growing toward greatness, or finding that dreams really can come true. Whatever your next steps are, we'll be right here with you, just like we have been for 150 years. Start here, grow here, stay here. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow. Member FDIC.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, McCaffrey's is part of your community and a very proud supporter of our local high schools. For true value on the freshest meats and produce to their own prepared food department, to everyday savings on your necessary items, McCaffrey's is exceptional every day. And it's in your neighborhood in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. The Villages of Newtown at 2890 South Eagle Road, and also in Bluebell, Princeton, West Windsor, and the best of McCaffrey's in Doylestown.
Former Philly Tommy Green, and here's the pitch. More people are online every day to check and pay their bills. Now you can have your BCWSA utility bill delivered electronically. Enrollment couldn't be easier. Just go to bcwsa.net or call 800-222-2068. With electronic billing, you have control to see your bills whenever you want and enjoy the convenience of viewing and printing up to 13 months of your previous bills. Best of all, the service is free. Sign up for e-billing at bcwsa.net. BCWSA, prove it.
And the winner is Nancy Toar.
Congratulations, Nancy.
Nancy just won something. I think the 50-50.
Welcome back to Pennsbury High School. 27-17, our halftime score. The Golden Hawks on top of the Falcons. And let's take a look at first half scoring. First for the home team, they were led by Sophia Vitucci, the junior, with 7 first half points. She was helped out by senior Nevaeh Dash. It's senior recognition night for the Pennsbury Falcons. Dash with 4 points, 3 coming from Daniela McDonald, who knocked down 1 from distance in the second quarter, 2 from Liv Gilchrist. I still think that was Gilchrist's bucket, but I think they may have given it to Ava Jordan. Either way, you got 2 there for Pennsbury, and then Nev Davis with 1 at the line for the Falcons. 17 first half points for the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. They were led by Carissa Smedley. Smedley went off in the first quarter, had 9 first quarter points, wound up with 14 for the first half, and she was helped out by Fiona Reckner. Reckner with 5. Jess Mangoni, the senior off the bench, steps into the action, and she scored 5 points for the Golden Hawks, and then 3 from Lil Metric. Metric, an outside sharpshooter, and she knocked one down from beyond the arc for her 3 points. You look at Council Rock South in the first half, they went 5 for 13, 38% from three-point land. That's a decent percentage. And that's one of the reasons that they have a 10-point halftime advantage. Meanwhile, for the Pennsbury Falcons, they shot 2 for 8 from three-point range. Falcons shooting 25%, while Council Rock South shooting almost 40% from beyond the arc. That's pretty good. And the Falcons need to make sure they get out on those three-point shooters a little bit more effectively. And you look at some of the rebounding statistics, Pennsbury's leading rebounder, Layla Mathias, with a couple of boards in the first half. Catherine O'Kane, impressive, the sophomore point guard, not only running the point, but also has 5 rebounds and 4 assists in the first half.
30 more seconds.
So Falcons trailing at 27-17. Coach Klump of Council Rock South in his 5th season. He was with Archbishop Wood, coached as a part of the boys program there. But yeah, really good half by Smedley. Smedley, the team's 2nd leading scorer and a team player. She plays in that kind of selfless style. Really good, plays with a lot of effort. And so when you get those 50-50 balls, those kind of deflections, loose balls, it's often Smedley who tracks them down for the Golden Hawks. And in the first half, just seemed like she was able to, do what she wanted to do, score in a number of different ways. And for Pennsbury, one of the challenges is that whether it's Smedley or Mangoni off the bench, O'Kane launching shots from outside, Lil Metric, also a good three-point shooter, a lot of different ways to score for the Golden Hawks. And for Pennsbury, they need to find some consistent scoring. Davis has had some good looks from outside, and if she can start to knock some of those shots down, that'll make a big difference. But maybe Layla Mathias or one of those third options for the Falcons, they need to emerge. You know, one of the players, the two bench players that really can score in bunches, Daniela McDonald, the 5'5 junior, and Danielle Sherman, the 5'8 junior. They both can come off the bench, and you give them some catch and shoot opportunities, and if they can get hot, that can start to turn things around in a big time way. But it does seem, from talking to Coach Ciola before the game and seeing how this one is playing out, Falcons need to focus on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah.
The defense is going to be there for them. They need to get somebody hot in a hurry.
And it showed there right in the first half. Their defense was taking care of business. But on the offensive zone, you just had timely mistakes, self-inflicting wounds, and open shots you just couldn't frankly hit. And if you want to get back in this game, you're going to have to score offense against this high-potent South offense. So it'll be interesting to see what he does in his approach coming into the second half and exactly what he's got lined up, because like you said, they could go for a third option or not.
Yeah, and Makai, the Falcons have been doing it with defense, so to speak. 6 straight teams they've held to under 31 points. You look at this halftime score, this game is not trending in that direction, so they need to do things a little bit differently in tonight's game to get a win than they have in the past 6. You know, they're riding this win streak, but
so far, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to hold them to under 31 points.
Not tonight.
Yeah, not tonight. So, I agree with y'all, like what y'all said earlier. I think they got to work on something on the offensive end. Maybe get something to the backdoor cut to get someone open to get an easy layup.
Smedley inbounds, and we are back underway. McCaffrey's Game of the Night on the WBCB Sports Network. Brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows in Yardley and Lawrenceville. Metric tries to go around a defender. She's cut off. Back out to Smedley. Nice little pitch. Open shot. And Purpura gets her first bucket and extends the Golden Hawks lead. It's 30-17. McCaffrey's Game of the Night. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. Falcons get it up top to Vitucci. She gets it back from Dash. Sends it out to Mathias along the baseline. She kicks it out. There's Sherman, pump fake. Then tried to go around the defender. Nice job to get it to Dash on the cut, but she couldn't quite secure the basketball. Here come the Golden Hawks. 3 is short from Purpura. And the Falcons bring it right back up the floor. 6:50 to go, third quarter. Vitucci stop and go dribble across the floor to Gilchrist. Now Dash opening to drive, instead kick out to Sherman. Yes. Danielle Sherman makes it a 10-point game with that three-pointer. Falcons now shooting 3 for 9. From the three-point line. Nearly throw it away. Metric tracks it down. Metric drives. No shot. They're going to call the foul on the floor. Gilchrist picks it up. Her second of the night. First team foul. And first foul for Gilchrist tonight. 6:12 to go, third quarter. Chris Irmer with Gus Barber, Makai Gundy, Ben Goldstein, and Jordan Hirsch. Complete coverage on WBCB. Driving is Reckner. And Reckner with an athletic finish makes it a 12-point game, 32-20. Up the floor to Dash. Dash puts on the brakes. Her shot blocked by Smedley. And now Purpura gets her pocket picked by Matthias. Falcon fans love that. Matthias driving. They're going to say no shot. Oh, man, give her the continuation.
Oh, yeah.
She gets in the paint, goes up, but they're going to say contact while she was on the floor.
Great defense there to steal the pass and even give her a chance to the shot.
They inbound to Sherman, who bounces to Vitucci at the elbow. Drives. Takes Metric down the right side of the lane and scores on her to make it a 10-point game. Now Vitucci again guarding Metric. That time unable to connect on the three-pointer was Reckner. Matthias nearly threw it away. Sherman keeps it in bounds. Dash over to McDonald. Falcons with some wild passes, and Matthias slows things down. Team pauses a moment, then Vitucci drives. Give her the bucket and the whistle. Vitucci has had so many clutch moments this season, and they're going to need for her to have a clutch half.
Yeah.
Here for the Falcons to narrow this gap and mount that come from behind charge.
Yeah, and if it's going to start with her.
Vitucci with 5 in the third quarter. And she's got 12 now to lead the Falcons. Metric for 3. No, ball bouncing around. Deflected, and Dash takes over. Nevaeh Dash over midcourt. Up to McDonald. Nearly walked with it, but
I think that was a walk.
Maybe never had possession. The official was right on the spot, but didn't blow the whistle. Out to Matthias. Sherman has it in the corner. Now Vitucci working against Metric. Feels like she's got the mismatch, gets the shot off in the paint. Scores again. It's 32-27, and Council Rock South calls for the timeout. 4:13 to go in the third quarter, and a full timeout on the floor. That'll give us a moment to remind you you're listening to the McCaffrey's Food Markets Game of the Day. McCaffrey's, exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. For complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group. Value and service on all makes and models. Multi-point inspection on your vehicle with any paid service. A 10% military and law enforcement discount. You buy 3 tires at Peruzzi, you get the 4th tire free. All service performed by certified technicians. Peruzzi, big comfy waiting rooms, free Wi-Fi, early drop-off. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where our business is you. Tonight's game also made possible in part by the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League, wishing both teams, both the girls team, the boys team for Pennsbury, the best of luck this season. Many of the players got their start with the PRBL, the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League. Learn more online about registration and team league details, prblonline.com, prblonline.com. The Falcons with some pressure on the inbound. Smedley up the court, drives, Euro step, and scores.
Oh, it was a tough finish right there. The Euro step helped her free her up for that layup.
A little windmill move there to finish and make it 34-27. Smedley with 16. Matthias has some space out beyond the three-point line, gives it up to Dash. Dash out there with Vitucci, Sherman, Matthias, and Ava Jordan. Vitucci holding, and I'm sorry, not Ava Jordan, but McDonald, who right now is in the corner. But it's a 3 for Vitucci. Long rebound. Sherman has it. Keeps it alive. Falcons with another chance as we get down towards the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. McDonald with the dribble and threw it away.
Yeah, a little miscommunication right there. She went for the back door.
Yeah, her teammate made a cut just as she was trying to deliver the ball.
Yep.
Falcons with 8 turnovers tonight. As the Golden Hawks run a weave up top, whistle, a foul, and a legal screen called. That time Fiona Reckner contact with Nevaeh Dash, and the Falcons get the benefit of the whistle. Falcons hanging in there. It was a 10-point game at the half. They've cut it down to 7. And a whistle. I don't know if that was a technical foul or a bench warning.
I don't know what that was.
I believe that was a bench warning on Council Rock South.
Bench warning, yeah.
One of our officials, John Gatta, blew the whistle, and he pointed at Coach Klump.
Coach Klump is giving him an earful, apparently.
2.5 to go, third quarter. Vitucci, jump shot. The defense was there again, but rises up, hits the jumper, makes it 34-29. Vitucci with 14 points. Smedley out on the wing, working against Matthias. Gives it up, and the 3 is good. Fiona Reckner has come up with some clutch buckets tonight. She's in double digits. That 3-pointer gives her 10.
Yeah, left her open too much, gave her too much time to be open on that one. That's why she was able to knock down that 3.
Out to Vitucci on the wing. She picks up the dribble, gives it to Matthias in the corner. Matthias dribbles into the paint. Out to Sherman, thinks about the jumper along the baseline. In the paint, her shot blocked by Smedley. Ball is loose, and it's dribbling towards the out-of-bounds line, and eventually it does go out of bounds. They'll say last off of Council Rock South. Falcons lucky to hold on to it.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to call for Pennsbury. I thought maybe Pennsbury grabbed it last, but obviously the refs had a better view than we did.
And they did a good job, the Falcons, to continue to fight for the ball. And I think that forced the Golden Hawks to touch it last. They get it into Dash. Dash directing traffic. Sends it over to Matthias. Vitucci up top. They're double teaming her. Matthias, little post move. Can't finish. Gilchrist with the rebound. And as she goes back up for the shot, she gets contact and gets the whistle. That is Reckner's 4th. So a little bit of foul trouble for Fiona Reckner. Looks like we're going to have Mangoni probably check in for her at the next opportunity.
Put back in for the Falcons. Cam Gregory and Jess Mangoni back in for South.
Cam Gregory and Mangoni on for South. Presley Foote out for the Pennsbury Falcons as Smedley sits down for Council Rock South, and Fiona Reckner also takes a breather with those 4 fouls. Gilchrist, outstanding. Knocks them both down, and it's a 6-point game. Under a minute to go, third quarter. O'Kane out to Metric. Her 3 no good, but it's kept alive by Purpura. Mangoni over to Metric, and Lil Metric now goes left. Fires away off the front rim. And Matthias, Pennsbury's leading rebounder, with the board. Presley Foote to Vitucci. Vitucci goes right, and then a whistle, a foul is going to be called. It goes against Liv Gilchrist. Was trying to set up a screen for Vitucci, but must have been moving.
Yeah.
And officials caught her.
tried to set the pick and move to the next pick and just didn't set her feet.
Cross-court pass nearly tipped away by Matthias, but it goes off of Metric, and out of bounds. So the Falcons do get it back.
Quietly, though, Pennsbury clawing their way back into this thing. Only a 6-point game right now. Almost could make it even shorter in going into the fourth.
Yeah, this would be big if you could get a good look at the end of the third quarter, connect to narrow this gap even further. Dash nearly had it poked away, but O'Kane is called for the reach-in.
Yeah, 5th foul already for South.
Catherine O'Kane with her third.
Could be big going into the fourth if Pennsbury gets them their bonus.
Yeah, a couple of Golden Hawks now with some minor foul trouble. Falcons get it into Vitucci, catch and shoot from the corner. No, Gilchrist tries to put it right back in. Her shot rejected by Mangoni. A block at the end of the third quarter, and it's the Golden Hawks 37, the Pennsbury Falcons 31 in the McCaffrey's Game of the Night on the WBCB Sports Network. Thanks for being with us tonight, and thanks to our sponsors, McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road, thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group. And tonight's Pennsbury girls basketball game brought to you in part by ShopRite of Yardley and Yang Orthodontics. And you can get your genuine smile design at Yang Orthodontics. Give them a call. Set up an appointment, 215-757-0864, or visit yangorthodontics.com. That's yangorthodontics.com. Don't forget, read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian. And, of course, a big thank you to Di Lorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza, just down the road from Pennsbury High School at 8919 New Falls Road. And Di Lorenzo's, all the great recipes that they've been using for years. Check out the original Trenton tomato pie, other great gourmet pizzas. Keep this number handy for your big game festivities, 215-943-2605, 215-943-2605. When you're talking about pizza, make sure you...
Is there a big game coming
Di Lorenzo's,
up,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, big game.
Who's playing?
It's a pretty super game.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's crazy.
Eagles next Sunday. Looking forward to that, and maybe having an original Trenton tomato pie from Di Lorenzo's as we watch the Eagles win the big game. Gilchrist for three. Yes. A great way to start the fourth quarter for Pennsbury.
Yeah, now you're just down 3 points by Pennsbury. You climbed all the way back into this game right now.
37-34, Purpura working against McDonald. Sends it over to Gregory. Gregory to Bross, and now Mangoni for three. Mangoni, her second three-pointer, and 8 for 21 are the Golden Hawks. I mean, that's a lot of attempts from beyond the arc. 21 three-pointers tried.
Yeah, Council Rock South is just making a living out of shooting the three and making them.
Vitucci at the elbow, out to Gilchrist. Thought about another three instead. Around the defender, drives and scores. Gilchrist makes it 40-36. And a timeout on the floor, a full timeout. Gives us more time to let you know about Di Lorenzo's Pizza. Oh, and another big event coming up for Pennsbury. The 1973 50th reunion. It's happening on May the 6th at Westaby Hall. And it's been 50 years since graduation. Join the party for fun, music, dancing, and catch up with Pennsbury friends from across the years. If you're looking for a link to the website, you can go to Pennsbury 1973 50threunion.org. That's Pennsbury 1973 50th reunion.org for more info. The class of 1973, can you believe it? 50 years since graduation, and they'll be celebrating at Westaby Hall on May the 6th, the event from 6 to 10 o'clock, the 50th anniversary reunion for the class of 73.
I remember that class just like it was yesterday.
Hey, big thanks to the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League, the PRBL. Find out league details, more about registration, prblonline.com, and they wish the best of luck to the Pennsbury Falcons. Many of the Pennsbury girls and boys team got their start with the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League. Ross with a little behind the back dribble as she brings it up the floor, drops it off to Smedley. Smedley driving, splits defenders, spins it off glass, no, but gets the whistle. And she'll step to the line. Smedley with 16 points tonight, but this is her first visit to the stripe. Looks like she's been there before. A connection on her first free throw makes it 41-36. Gets them both. 6.5 to go. Falcons trail by 6. Vitucci around 3 defenders, around the whole team, and then she's underneath the bucket. Her pass is deflected. It's going to go off the back of the backboard. So that's out of bounds. Last off of the Golden Hawks.
Yeah.
And Pennsbury will put it in play.
She had a wide open girl, too.
Gilchrist over to Vitucci. Vitucci harassed by Bross. Gives it up the dash, gets it back out on the wing. Matthias to dash in the corner, gets it back from her. In the paint, contact there, no whistle. Falcon fans are up in arms as it goes up the floor. Ball is loose, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last off of Bross.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't call a foul down there. I thought that there's a lot of body contact there, but obviously the refs saw something that we didn't.
Falcon fans were looking for the whistle. Coach Ciola looking for a whistle, but they didn't get it that time. 5:45 to go. Dash dribbling patiently, drops it off to Matthias. Out to McDonald, deep three. Not that time, and Smedley with the rebound. Hands it off to Purpura, and now O'Kane will bring it up the floor. Into the corner, Cam Gregory. Catch and shoot. And that was a big one. Makes it a 9-point game, 45-36, as we get down to the 5-minute mark tonight.
Early and often. This South team is shooting threes early and often.
Yeah, for Council Rock South now, that was their 22nd three-pointer. They've gone 9 for 22. Here's Vitucci for 3.
Vitucci did a great job getting her feet set on that one to be able to make that three-pointer.
He used to say you got to set those puppies.
Yep.
Smedley with one from distance, no, and Vitucci gathers up the miss, sends it up the floor to Dash. Daniela McDonald. McDonald with her second three-pointer tonight. Makes it a one-possession game from the corner. Cam Gregory can't hit it, and Matthias up the floor to McDonald, who takes it over the timeline just in front of us, courtside at the Falcons' nest. Chris Hermer, Gus Barber, Makai Gundy. And the Falcons have narrowed it to a 3-point game as we're midway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Pennsbury right now is trying to make sure they can get an easy bucket right here, taking their time.
Vitucci to the elbow, jump shot, yes. Vitucci rattles it home, and it's a 1-point game. And timeout taken by the Golden Hawks. Comes with 3:35 to go in the fourth quarter.
It is so loud in here, Chris. I can't even hear you. The energy is crazy.
So a 30-second timeout, and we'll let you know tonight's game, the McCaffrey's Game of the Night, made possible by the Trentonian. You can read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian. And again, the 50th anniversary of the class of 73, a 50th reunion coming up at Westoby Hall. That's at 425 Hood Boulevard in Fairless Hills. 50 years since graduation. Going to be fun, music, dancing, catch up with your Pennsbury friends from across the years and be a part of the 50th reunion of the class of 73. 30-second timeout. The Golden Hawks talk it over. And inbound to O'Kane. O'Kane to Smedley. Smedley back out to O'Kane after she drives. Smedley gets around the defenders. Ball is loose. Purpura is going to get fouled. Purpura gets the whistle.
Coach Ciola's so upset, he has to say some bad words into his mouth. Has to cover up his mouth and walk away. He was so upset.
3:18 to go. Golden Hawks to O'Kane. Metric couldn't get her shot off. Nice closeout by Gilchrist. O'Kane. Now to Reckner. Gets it back from her. O'Kane picks up the dribble, and now to Smedley out on the wing. Smedley driving, scoops it. And it rims around and falls through to make it 47-44. Up to McDonald. Man, Carissa Smedley, just a scoring knack. Leads all scorers tonight. Vitucci, though, has played well. She throws it across to Matthias. Matthias, post move, throws the shot up, air ball, and then a tie-up. Purpura is tied up, but Council Rock South with the possession arrow.
Back in for the Falcons, number 4, Presley Fulton.
These two teams finished 44-41 back in December. And today the game also within one possession. Matthias picks up her third foul. Falcons trying to get the steal. Purpura up the floor to Smedley. Smedley Euro step around Vitucci and scores. And it looked like Smedley might have got hit in the eye on that drive. Bucket makes it 49-44. And so the officials' timeout comes after Smedley was checking her eye. So clock stop now, 2:13 to go. Golden Hawks by 5. Vitucci bounces the dash. Matthias on the wing now, back over to Dash. Metric trying to face guard Vitucci and deny her the basketball. And Coach Ciola calls a timeout with under 2 minutes remaining. McCaffrey's Game of the Night on the WBCB Sports Network. It's senior recognition night. And with a timeout on the floor, we'll let you know tonight's game brought to you by the Peruzzi Auto Group. Peruzzi, service on all makes and models. Big comfy waiting rooms, free Wi-Fi, and early drop-off available. Peruzzi Auto, service for all makes and models. Visit a Peruzzi dealership on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where their business is you. Join us after the game for the DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza Player of the Game. I was talking to Izzy Ruda before the contest. I said, hey, after the game, we'd love to get the 3 seniors over here to join us. And hopefully we'll have a victory to talk about.
Let's hope, Chris.
We do have some gift cards to pass along, so that will raise spirits a little bit, but nothing would do that more than a comeback win for the Pennsbury Falcons, allowing them to get their 4th Patriot Division title in 4 years. But right now down 5, under 2 minutes remaining. Dash bouncing to Vitucci. 2 defenders on Vitucci. She gives it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist back to Dash. Falcons taking their time as Dash drives across the paint to Gilchrist. Forces a shot up, no. Matthias with the rebound, and then her pass is stolen by Smedley, who drives and scores. Carissa Smedley makes it 51-44, and the Falcons now need to score quickly. Get a bucket and do it as soon as possible. Vitucci for 3. Rebound gathered up by Purpura, and then Purpura knocked to the floor, whistle, a foul on the Falcons. And with 1:02 remaining, hopes are starting to dim just a little bit. Hopes of that 4th straight championship getting secured tonight at least. And ball deflected out of bounds, stays with Council Rock South. Just under a minute remaining. Friday night in the Nest, it's been fun. O'Kane over to Smedley. Golden Hawks with good ball movement to space the floor. And now Metric fouled. Vitucci reaches in. And Lil Metric now will step up for a 1-and-1.
So South right now is going to try to play a little keep away, try to keep that clock rolling.
Metric, a strong sophomore season and one of the leading scorers of this team. Sound defensively, has had a great feel for the game. Connects at the line. Metric tonight now with 4 points.
Yeah, South was coming into this 4th quarter here with 5 fouls committed, and you were going to see if that was going to be an issue coming in. And this 4th quarter, not committing a single foul yet.
Metric gets them both, and Council Rock South calls a full timeout with 46.8 on the clock. Yeah, the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League helping to make some of these players out here, give them their first chance to play basketball in an organized league. And I believe we got a technical foul.
Yeah, I saw a tech assess.
Technical foul on Pennsbury. They pointed at the bench. We'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see what happens out of this timeout. Pennsbury Regional Basketball League. They have both a league for players of all skill levels and then a travel program for more skilled players from grades 3 through 8. Learn more online at prblonline.com. That's prblonline.com. The Pennsbury Regional Basketball League, proud to support the Pennsbury Falcons. Tonight's game brought to you in part by ShopRite of Yardley, Yang Orthodontics in Langhorne. Yeah, so technical assessed during the timeout, which will allow Lil Metric to step to the free throw line. And the Golden Hawks will also get the basketball.
Who was the tech called on now? It has to be Coach Ciola, right?
It probably could have been anyone over there, but I think it was a bench technical.
Yeah.
Metric 4 for 4 at the line in the 4th quarter, helping the Golden Hawks salt away the win. And 11-point difference. And so the officials talking about the technical foul and I think who assessed it and why they assessed it, explaining it to Coach Ciola as Smedley is just in front of us, and now Smedley will head to the bench because Ciola wants a timeout, I think, to get a more full explanation of exactly why the Falcons were assessed a technical foul.
And I think it was the closest ref towards us that had the ball that was inbounding.
55 seconds to go tonight. Our officials, Maureen O'Tormey, John Gatta, and Colleen Dorish in tonight's game. Well, both of these teams, I think, can be proud of the seasons that they've had. The Golden Hawks looking to improve their record tonight. Still some time left, and I mean, with just under a minute to go, crazier things have happened in the world of basketball, but without a shot clock, hard to imagine that the Falcons are going to have enough time right now to do what they need to do. 11 points down, 46.8 remaining. They get it into Purpura, and then Matthias called for a foul on Catherine O'Kane. Matthias picks up her fourth. 44.3 now on the fourth quarter clock, and the Falcons need to hope for some free throw misses. And they switch it up. I think they were calling for 2 free throws, but it's just a 1-and-1. So O'Kane eyes the front end. Doesn't get the bounce. The ball deflected out of bounds, last touched by Fiona Reckner. Ben Goldstein, our statistician, letting us know that's the first free throw missed by the Golden Hawks in tonight's game.
Oh, perfect time for the comeback.
Might be a little too late. A little too little, a little too late. Gilchrist 0 for 3. She can't connect. Matthias tracks it down, saves it from going out of bounds, and then Gilchrist called for the contact on O'Kane. Stops the clock with 31.7 left. A couple of away games next week. We've got the girls on Tuesday against Council Rock South and the boys on Wednesday visiting the Indians. At one point, that was supposed to be a girls-boys doubleheader, and I'm not sure what happened. I was looking forward to the doubleheader.
Yeah, so was I.
On Tuesday, I got to hang out with Merrill on the Pro Football Report we do on WBCB. We talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, and Merrill's not even going to be there. Bill Werndell is going to be filling in for him because Merrill's going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I just talked to Bill actually today. He said he's taking his flight next Friday.
At the line, O'Kane score now 56-44. Vitucci out to Dash. Way downtown for Sophia. Dash with the long rebound, weaving through defenders, out to McDonald. Her shot, too strong. Gilchrist, and one. Liv Gilchrist, with under 10 seconds to go, gets back to the line. But the Falcons trail it by 10. Man, sometimes it's a game of matchups. Pennsbury defeating Neshaminy twice. They're one of the top teams in the league. Pennsbury, after tonight's game, falling twice to this Council Rock South team. Tie up inside in the paint there. Smedley to the floor. Falcons with the arrow.
Back in for the Falcons, number 55, Izzy Ruda.
Izzy Ruda checks back in. Senior recognition night. Izzy Ruda, Nev Davis, and Nevaeh Dash recognized before the game. Falcons unable to get the inbound completed. And Purpura over midcourt. And the Golden Hawks celebrate. They move on, advancing to 14-6 overall and dropping the Pennsbury Falcons to 16-5 after the loss. All right, before the game, I talked with the Pennsbury seniors about coming over to visit with us. Never easy to do that when the team doesn't have the success that they're looking for and you don't get the results you're looking for. But they all deserve some credit for just the outstanding contributions they've made to Pennsbury Falcons basketball. And we've got some DiLorenzo's gift certificates as well. But Falcons heading into the locker room right now. And we're going to step aside. We'll return, take a look at scoring tonight, break down the game a little bit further, and hopefully have our DiLorenzo's players of the game. That's coming up in just a moment.
You are not just building a company. You are helping to build your community. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been strengthening our region, serving as a trusted partner and resource for businesses like yours. Our team of business bankers can get you where you need to go. Real relationships, expert advice, swift solutions to power your growth. Start here, grow here, stay here. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back to Pennsbury High School. Falcons fall to Council Rock South 56-46. A lot of threes chucked up by the Golden Hawks. They went 9 for 24 from beyond the three-point line, shooting 37%, which is much better than the Pennsbury Falcons had given up. They were allowing just 22% from beyond the arc defensively. So the Golden Hawks able to connect with some three-pointers tonight. Falcons, meanwhile, 6 for 19. They didn't do bad from the three-point line. They shot for 31%. Looking at tonight's top scorers, Carissa Smedley, an outstanding performance, had 14 at the half, wound up with 22 when it's all said and done, and she was helped out by teammate Fiona Reckner with 13 points. Those two in double digits for Council Rock South. For the Pennsbury Falcons, Sophia Vitucci with 21. And she led the Falcons in scoring tonight, and she's been their leading scorer throughout the season. But you could see Golden Hawks were throwing wave after wave of defenders at her. She was double teamed every time she was touching the basketball. You know, they were really focusing on her defensively, and that's what Pennsbury kind of expected. She knew that Vitucci was going to have to try to pass out of double teams, find her teammates, but she's really their most potent offensive weapon. And when the defense, everybody knows it at this point, and the Golden Hawks did a good job of at least containing her a little bit. I mean, 21, that's pretty good night.
Yeah, that's all you have to really ask for is just containing her so much that your offense can do more than their offense. And obviously you saw tonight that Pennsbury got it down into a deep hole, couldn't really dig its way out of it. And South did a great job offensively, just shooting often and early, like I've been saying all night, just with the threes, and defensively getting the stops when they needed it.
And look at Sophia Vitucci, 21 points. None of her teammates were really able to contribute in a meaningful way tonight when you look at their scoring totals, and that winds up really being the difference. You get multiple Golden Hawks in double digits, and just an outstanding performance by senior Carissa Smedley, not only on the offensive end, but she had a couple of impressive blocks as well defensively, and that's what you need, that kind of performance if you're going to get past a good Pennsbury Falcon team, and the Golden Hawks proving themselves to be one of the best in the area tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. They, put up a tough fight here today. Unfortunately, could have come up with the way with the W. Just needed more help offensively. Fatucci came in, she did her thing with the 21 points. Just unfortunately, her teammates just had a little bit of off night. Hopefully, that doesn't continue going forward.
All right, well, I got a couple of DiLorenzo's gift certificates, and going forward, we're talking about the playoffs and more big games, so the Falcons do need to right the ship and make sure that they're playing their best basketball, as they've got some games of great importance in front of them. Tonight was a big one here at home. They fall just short to the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. Tonight's game on BCB brought to you by Jefferson Health, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, St. Mary Medical Center, McCaffrey's Supermarket. This has been the McCaffrey's Game of the Night, thanks to Rob's Automotive and Collision, BCWSA, Penn Community Bank, the Peruzzi Auto Group, the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League, Jammer Doors, the Trentonian, and DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road. And speaking of DiLorenzo's Pizza, I got a couple of gift cards. I know we've had Nevaeh Dash join us for our player of the game throughout the season. I'm not sure about Izzy Ruda or Nev Davis, but on senior recognition night, going to pass along DiLorenzo's gift certificates. A special thank you to Tyler DiLorenzo, and he's been a big supporter of Pennsbury Falcon basketball. We had our girls basketball preview show there a couple of years ago. He gives us the gift certificates for all of our pregame interviews and stuff. It's awesome. We really appreciate it. And I know the players love to go to DiLorenzo's, grab some pizza. And if you're looking for that big game something, you can't get better pizza than DiLorenzo's in the area, especially the original Trenton tomato pie. So a big thank you to Tyler DiLorenzo for all of his support of high school athletics on BCB, and then passing along these great gift certificates to our players of the game tonight. That's Nev Davis and Izzy Ruda. Pennsbury falling short on senior recognition night, but Izzy, Nev, Nevaeh, all with a lot to be proud of when you look at their careers and all of the victories that they have amassed as part of this Pennsbury Falcon girls basketball team. Thanks to the crew, Gus Barber doing our video engineering, Makai Gundy behind the camera, Ben Goldstein, our statistician, and you can catch a write-up of tonight's game with Jordan Hirsch later at WBCB1490.com or WBCBsports.com, and Google us and check out the website, and you can read more about tonight's game. One final time from the Falcons' nest, the Council Rock South Golden Hawks 56 and the Pennsbury Falcons 46. Thanks for listening, watching High School Hoops on WBCB.